A local priest returns to Indiana tonight after visiting war-torn Bosnia.
Fr.Mihailo Mikic had not visited his homeland in 17 years. The Serbian priest went to Bosnia to help Serbs, Croats, and Muslims.
It is. Mom, he's here.
It's been a long 26 days for the Mikic family. Fr.Mihailo Mikic returned home to Indiana tonight, tired and weary of the civil war in his homeland, which is much worse than he anticipated.
In Bosnia and Serbia, that's very bad now. In Bosnia does not have electric, water not have, medical supply not have.
Father Mikic took food and medical supplies to Bosnia. He says he felt a responsibility to help if he could. When he visited a hospital in Banja Luka, he found it in desperate need of supplies.
In this hospital does not have nothing. I give a medical supply, what I bring there.
Not even a Band-Aid.
Not have Band-Aid.
Father Mikic brought back graphic pictures of the destruction and suffering he witnessed.
We must help these people.
Father Mikic captured the images of suffering in Bosnia on home video. We will show you more of his story in the coming days.
An Indianapolis priest is welcomed home tonight by members of his church.
Fr.Mihailo Mikic returned to Indiana from Bosnia last night. Tonight, members of St. Nicholas Serbian Orthodox Church were anxious to hear about the father's trip. The St. Nicholas Choir began tonight's church concert with the Lord's Prayer. Tonight they are thankful that Fr.Mihailo Mikic has returned to them safely. But for many here, family and friends still in Bosnia are not safe. Church members gathered around Father Mikic to hear news about family, the status of hometown villages, and what he saw in Bosnia.
Everybody's pulling at him to get some information, but things are deteriorating, so it's a difficult situation that it doesn't seem to be an end to.
In home video taken by Father Mikic, he shows us a refugee camp outside Belgrade that has received some supplies. This man has Parkinson's disease. He fled Bosnia to relatives in Belgrade, but even here, he cannot get the medicine he needs. A doctor who has just arrived in Indianapolis from Belgrade says the hospitals are full of wounded people, and there is little that can be done to help them.
Every man is or without leg, or without arms, or without both legs. It's very terribly wounded.
And as far as supplies, you're not getting what, medicines, bandages, Band-Aids, all of that?
Yes, it's very difficult. We have not antibiotics.
Father Mikic says he hopes to return to Bosnia with more relief supplies before Christmas.
Checking other news tonight, Muslims and Serbs report heavy casualties as the fighting continues in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Today, an Indianapolis priest gave his first sermon since witnessing that violence. Father Mihailo Mikic told the congregation of the horror and suffering he witnessed while delivering food and medical supplies to his native homeland.
Many of us have fought for this country, and it is our country. But that is also theirs and ours. And as he said, all three factions are suffering.
It's a struggle in which all three factions are suffering immensely. And we all feel very bad about it and hope and pray that this will end soon.
Father Mikic will head to Chicago tomorrow to meet with other Serbian priests from around the country.
The heavy fighting around Sarajevo has Bosnia's president asking for help. Serbian and Muslim forces reportedly exchanged heavy artillery fire today. The Serbs say they've captured a key city. Bosnia's Muslim president traveled to Pakistan to ask Muslims around the world to help stop this kind of destruction. Peace envoys are scheduled to meet with the Serbians in Belgrade tomorrow.